you to fix his suit.
The suit is literal perfection.
It will be. When it fits a woman.
What? Did she just say that with a straight face? Oh my God. Oh God. What is this world coming to? Welcome back, Internet. I am the COG, and I've watched this Batwoman trailer a few times, and I've got some pretty unfavorable opinions. But before we get into that, let me be upfront about a couple of things. One, I don't watch the CW programming, so I'm not familiar with the Arrowverse or Flash or how all that ties together. It just doesn't look interesting to me, and so I've never made the time to try to watch it. And as far as the Batwoman character goes, I'm only familiar with it in comics. As far as what I've heard other people say, yes, she's Bruce Wayne's cousin, and yes, she's gay in the comics as well. We'll get back to that in a bit. So, this looks like, this is garbage. The show just looks bad. Before you even factor in any of the woke marketing or wearing the woke on their sleeve in promoting this show, it just looks awful. I mean, honestly, it looks like a big budget Nightman from the 90s. Remember Nightman? You should go look it up. Super cheesy, it sucked, and this just looks like a big budget version of that with maybe a darker tone and maybe some better action, but that's how cheesy this looks. So, but let's go back to the beginning from DCComics.com, their announcement on May 7th. Here we go. Ruby Rose made her superhero debut as Batwoman earlier this year on the CW during the network's 3-episode Elseworlds DC crossover event. It was a memorable experience, just big enough to make us hunger for more. Really. So we're particularly excited to announce that the CW has just given the green light to a new Batwoman series, once again starring Rose as Batman's cousin, Kate Kane. While there are other LGBTQ heroes and villains within DC's quickly growing universe of TV shows, Batwoman will be the first superhero show to feature an openly gay character as its lead. According to the show's logline, Batwoman will follow Rose Kane as she, quote, soars onto the streets of Gotham as Batwoman, an out lesbian and highly trained street fighter primed to snuff out the failing city's criminal resurgence. Oh my God! They mentioned her gayness twice within like 3 sentences. You don't need to push this as a selling point if your show is good. When you push this, then you're just trying to pull in that audience demographic. That's it. I tried to look up and see how many episodes were ordered for the show, and I couldn't find a number. I mean, I don't know if the woke viewer demographic is big enough to sustain ratings for the show for more than 1 season, 2 seasons tops, because everything else looks flat and awful. I personally think it's stupid for her to be Bruce Wayne's cousin. I don't think superheroes need to have cousins that become superheroes. Supergirl should have just been another Kryptonian survivor that came to Earth. Didn't have to be Kal-El's cousin. Same here. Could have made Kate Kane. Already says she's a highly trained street fighter, so maybe she was a thief. Maybe being on the streets, she'd heard rumors of Batman's identity, and maybe the Batman tech is found at Wayne Tower, where she goes in, apparently going for it directly. How she knows about it, I don't know. Maybe over a family reunion, Bruce Wayne spilled the beans. Hey, I got some really cool stuff in the basement at Wayne Tower. When I disappear for no good reason from Gotham, you should go check it out. The only compelling thing in this trailer that has me even remotely curious is the very beginning, where somebody's giving a speech and they say the Bat has given up on Gotham. So where is Bruce Wayne? I don't know. That's the only thing that even remotely grabs my attention. Everything else about this sucks. I mean, Kate Kane just waltzes into the Wayne Tower, and I don't know who that character was. I don't know if it's Alfred's ward, or I don't know who he was meant to be, but the guy guarding the Batcave with a stun gun just lets her walk by, and then somehow agrees to modify Batman's suit that isn't his or hers, modify it to fit her. And that cheesy ass line that I showed at the beginning of the video, if that was the only woke thing about this trailer, then it would have been noticeably better.
The bat's not coming
It was a
back.
cool little line to say. But to pair that up with the flashback to the training academy that just shows that her and that agent that was being kidnapped were an item. The trailer song that during a fight scene loudly and proudly declares, "I am a woman," and then follows it up with lyrics that probably support that statement, but they were so over auto-tuned that I couldn't frickin' understand what the hell they said. And then the Captain Marvel style promotion where it says, "The hero we need is here." Oh, the E fades away and it becomes her. Then the other lines where, they think they're seeing the bat, so they think Batman is back, but she's not going to let a man take credit for a woman's work. So she stylizes the formerly male batsuit, gives the male batsuit a sex change to already make it more feminine, and adds a wig and gives a Batman Beyond style insignia across the chest. Which is interesting because this is an out lesbian who has a masculine appearance, wants to look overtly feminine in the batsuit. Does that not defeat the purpose? I don't know. I don't know. I am almost offended by how bad this show looks. And I want to be clear. Maybe it's just the trailer. Maybe it's just the oversaturation of gay representation that they're putting in this trailer on display. That's a possibility, but if all of this shows up in the first episode, then that kind of sets a tone for the rest of the show. And I don't know how many episodes were purchased by the CW. I couldn't find that number, but I don't know if the woke viewer demographic is enough to sustain ratings for more than one season based on this one trailer. I mean, the story on display of someone wanting to rescue their loved one from captivity, from psychos. I mean, it's something that's been done many, many times, done well, done badly. This maybe could be done well, but they're just overshadowing their story with their identity politics, in my opinion. And that's just what's going to suck the life out of this show within the first couple of episodes, if I'm right about this. If I'm a prophet and I'm seeing in the future, and they keep going on this path they're laying out, that's what I believe is going to happen. But returning to the subject of the characters' sexual orientation in the comics, very interesting and ironic, on the IMDb page for this show, in the trivia section, it reads, and I quote, "DC Comics originally created Batwoman, Kathy Kane, in 1956 as a love interest to Bruce Wayne/Batman to erase gay subtexts seen between Batman and Robin. This character used to not be gay." I don't know the whole history of the character after 1956. I don't know how long the original incarnation of Kathy Kane lasted. But the quote goes on to say, 5 decades later, Batwoman was recreated as the openly gay lesbian character Kate Kane, now considered an LGBT icon and the one inspiring this series. So they're not trying to make a compelling Batwoman series. They are trying to cash in, I believe, simply on the woke viewing demographic, on the demographic craving representation in entertainment. And it's almost disrespectful to those viewers from my perspective. But, maybe I'm wrong. Like I said, I don't plan on watching the show. So, how it pans out, I'll just have to find out by maybe checking news, maybe watching other YouTube impressions. I don't know. But that's the way I see it. This just looks bad, woke or not. Woke makes it worse. Do you agree? Disagree? Please let me know in a comment below. And if you enjoyed this video, please don't forget to put a like and subscribe if you enjoy my content. Thank you very much. I am the COG, and I am out.